What's up, guys? It's Jacoby. I'm coming to you right now, just sharing something that has been on my mind. It's a little bit of a minor issue I've seen in the modern day church to an extent. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's not anything that's going to throw anything off, or it's just something I don't think a lot of people see. It's something I didn't see for a while that was an issue until I put it all together. And that's just when college students come home from college, whether it's their first semester down, their first break back, or even for me, I'm graduating right now from Grand Canyon University, as you guys know, and going on to accept a job here in Phoenix. But I am scheduled to come back to the Antelope Valley for a little while for just to visit family and stuff. And I realized something about going back to my home church, which made me a little bit uncomfortable. And it's the moms of the church. I think when we grow up in the Christian church, this church has raised me collectively since I was like in the 5th grade, and I'm going 2-3 times a week, and I loved it. I really did. But I think there's something that when you go off to college, it's like this idea of the church sending you off as an investment, which is a good thing. College is great. I chose a Christian university. I've loved my time here, grown a lot. But coming back has always been hard. Doesn't matter what break it was, Christmas break, Thanksgiving break, I've always kind of dreaded it to an extent. And I realized why. Because when you're sent off, time passes. And when you come home, people want to catch up. That's natural. That's normal. Nothing wrong with that. So people will ask you how you've been, how you're doing. Totally normal, let's catch up. But there's certain people in the church, it's not just the moms, it's just a group of kind of, in the majority of it too, who will come up and ask kind of loaded questions for their own evaluation of how you've been. And I think you guys know what I'm talking about. It always comes back to this single issue for the moms in the church. It's, so you have a girlfriend yet? And there's nothing wrong with that. I honestly think that these moms are coming from a sincere point of view, but this is something that I've struggled with because it's a super loaded question, because they paint it as the existence of why you go off to college, or you're going off to find your partner, and that's something that is just not true. And for me, that messed me up a little bit, to the point where I was focusing on that, and when catching up is all about, okay, have you found her? Have you not? It's this, did you pass? Did you not? And that's really not how the church collectively should be evaluating our college kids coming back. Especially when it's just little conversations. Hey, I'll have moms come up and hug me and, hey, Jacob, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. So, you find a girl yet? You're going to bring back a little sweet thing called Taylor and make her a babe, put babies up in this church. That's an exaggeration, obviously, with most people. But it is to that extent. That's what it feels like. And you feel like a failure when you answer that question no. And like me as a person who wants a family and wants a lot of kids, that's something like I'm struggling with. Like, I know what I'm doing. It's not like, hey, you find a girlfriend? Oh, you know what? You're right. That's totally something I should go get. That's something I should pick up next time I'm down at the Walmart. It's difficult. But I mean, when the church preaches this idea subconsciously of you can't be complete in the church if you're single, and nobody explicitly says that, and I don't even think that that's something that the church would say, but it's an underlying thing that really doesn't affect many people but my demographic and older. This idea of, okay, well, find her so you can start, your successful relationship with this church, and you could be a full part of the church. And I really think that's something that's pretty messed up, to put that type of pressure on young men and young women. And I'm not saying this for everything. I don't get triggered every time I hear this question. If it's an old college pastor, an old high school pastor, and a good friend that I've known for a while, yeah, let's catch up. I'll give you the full extent. I'm more than willing to share and listen to your knowledge in these areas. But I don't, it's tiring to me when any given Sunday I'm getting this question 15 times from people that I haven't seen in a year, and that's the first thing. Like I said, it's coming from a good place. I know that that's a concern for them. That's something they want. But I think as a church, we can do a better part of evaluating our college students and our young people who are visiting. Don't ask those type of questions. When we say that the Christian walk isn't all about, chasing the perfect family, it's about how you are with the Lord and your relationship with Him and your continued sanctification. That's all things that you do as a single person as well. There's a lot of opportunity for single people in ministry. And I think that these are the type of questions we need to be asking young people when they come back is, hey, how have you been? Totally fine question. Don't pinpoint it to how have you been equals have you found a girlfriend, and it's this binary search for if you've got her or not. But actually rather open it up. Hey, how have you been? And if I'm comfortable with you, which most people in the church I am, I'll open up. I love things like we've been praying for you. How can we pray for you? We all love you. When people send me stuff at college, it's so great to know I'm supported that kind of way instead of coming back and getting this, grilled over if I found her or not. Because now as I finish my 4-year degree and didn't find her, womp womp, it's going to be really difficult to come back this time. And I don't want people to treat it taboo. I'm more than comfortable talking about it, but I can't imagine I'm the only one who feels this way. And guess what? When I do find her, you'll be the first to know. First off, because all you moms are on Facebook anyway. So before the college kids come back, just go look at people's profiles. And you can totally avoid this question. Oh, look, he's still single. Okay. Well, anyway, please enjoy this piece I've prepared. It's very satirical. Do not get offended by it. It's just something, a little fun thing that I came up with. And yeah, it's called Gift of Singleness. Please enjoy. All right, church, go ahead and take a moment to say hi to those around you. Oh, is he my friend's mom? Oh, hey, how's it going? How you doing? Tell me about yourself. Tell me about college. Okay, it's Jacoby. I'm the author that you know because everybody knows you got the shortest testimony. Because you're always going in the back. I'm running sound like Obi-Wan Kenobi. I have the high ground. I'm always doing more. To be the best I try. The name was way before, so you have a little why. You need someone to stack with chairs. Jacoby, he's your guy. A volunteer to close and pray. You'll see my average high. 2 kids in my jam. That's really odd to see. Many kids, many bad adventure in the Odyssey. Honestly, it's odd to see a girl who lacks some modesty, but a girl who close the princess right now, that's a hot commodity. I met a girl who was the last chapter of Roberts, and plus she was hot, and she couldn't get hotter. I told her dad what I wanted to do was marry his daughter. He said I'm not allowed to. I told Harry Potter. Now, what am I to do if there's no Christian girls to mingle with? Good friends wonder if I have the gift of singleness. 4th year of college, diploma and a ring with it. But my life's like Kobe in the 4th quarter, not one single miss. Everybody say you need to get yourself a lady, but these girls that got decay and I am waiting on a Sadie. I get that you were waiting, but I can set you up, maybe. You need to do the Great Commission, go for fill the church with babies. I'm only 22. That seems young to me. Yeah, but to tell you the truth, the truth is at 33. Well, what do you want from me? The trust God's real pastor? I'm not married at 19 because I didn't go to masters. But hey, it was great seeing ya. How are your kids? I'm gonna walk away. All right. See you later. The average age of marriage in the country is like 29. Thought you should know that. Well, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. It's just a little something I did for fun. Once again, really don't mean any offense by this. This is all lighthearted, really blown out of proportion. Obviously, this is not a reflection of anybody in particular, so I don't want anybody to get upset about that. It's really just something I wanted to share, just to be aware of it. So yeah, when I come back to town, please don't be afraid to come up and talk to me. I really don't want that by any means. I'd love to catch up. I'd love to even talk more about the subject. If that's something that you say, hey, I realize I'm one of those moms that's been doing this. Also, other college students, if you're listening to this, give me feedback. I know most of you are married, and you guys are on child number 2. Congratulations, by the way. But for those of you who are in the same boat as me, yeah, please let me know. Is this something that you guys struggle with your churches? I mean, it's not the end of the world, but anytime the church can lift each other up and really keep the focus on Christ and on serving Him rather than something as good as a gift of a wife, which is obviously something that is spectacular. But it's not the bane of our existence, for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of Coffee with Jacoby. Yeah, I mean, if you did, I'll be posting more in upcoming weeks. Feel free to subscribe and just kind of have conversations like this. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please give me feedback. I'm always looking for that. Till next time, this is Jacoby, reminding you to love others and have a great day. Coffee with Jacoby is filmed wherever he can find a spot. It's produced by Jacoby talking into his phone. And, of course, created by Jacoby Cassell.